Alright, so my name is Michael Marblin Kim, and I'm really hot, if you couldn't tell. I only do things that are, like, really attractive or, like, hot. At least I try. And, I think most people would reflect that behavior in my normal stance and stature. So, that's me in a nutshell. And basically, besides that, I'm 34 years young. I'm beautiful and as fabulous as fucking ever. I'm not gay, but I'm working on it. I really have adopted a new leftist type view, and I don't even like to say leftist, so I'm gonna say leftist, because I just think if I get rid of the L, I'll totally be different than like everybody else, right? So that's where I am monophysical. I also like to create words that make smart people very upset, and it's actually quite interesting because I can fucking do that because I'm a word creator as a human. Pretty sure if enough people said monophysical, it'd become a fucking word. But anyways, the fuck do I know? Um, Besides that, I'm super fabulous. I'm into like long walks that tend to be very short, so like half a hike, like more or less. Um, Besides that, I've had a very great weekend. I had Rona with my friends, and we had like a Rona bash to where like we had chicken soup instead of alcohol, like every day. And it was like super fucking good. And we watched so much Netflix, it was crazy. So that was pretty great, All in all, I had an amazing fucking time. George was super swell, Jasmine was super swell. And, we just really worked on ourselves. And that's what you gotta do nowadays, because you don't want to take things too serious. Now we're gonna switch the voice up. We're gonna go back into a little bit more of a normal voice. Um, so, my last thing that I wanted to talk about was how strongly I feel about not getting the vaccine. Now, there's a lot of people out there that are gonna be real upset. And they're gonna be like, "No, no, no, don't get the vaccine." Or there's a lot of people that are gonna be like, "If you don't get the vaccine, you're freaking retarded." Look, I get it. I get it. But here's my thing. Here's my spiel. I just don't like the fact that we're like supposed to get it, we have to get it, and then now like we're evil people if we don't get it. Because super realistically, throughout freaking time, I watch TV every freaking day, and there's a new thing for something that just wasn't what they thought it was. And those are in clinical trials. Some of those clinical trials can go on for 5 years to 10 years, and then they still don't figure that stuff out. And it doesn't even relate over to humans or dogs or animals or whatever. So the fact that the virus vaccine, whatever, has came out so fast with us actually doing all this stuff and it hasn't been tested, you definitively can't tell me that you know that it's perfect or good for me. You definitively can't tell me if it will hurt me or not. And you also definitively cannot fucking tell me that it's good for me. Now I've had Rona twice now. This second time, it was actually light as shit. It's like probably one of my lightest cold flus, whatever. I've gotten like sick from an infection that was like way worse than that. Like I've gotten splinters in my finger where I had more of a fever than that. So, come on. I mean, I hate to be that way, but see, on the opposite token, I know some people that have the vaccine, both shots, whoop whoop, and still got sick, and their sickness was way freaking worse. Like they were driving, couldn't remember where they were going. They were doing stuff. They had memory loss. It wasn't just like a clogged nose or a sore throat for them. And I know that a lot of people would say, "Oh, well, it just affects people differently." I get that shit, but a lot of my friends that already have the vaccine, Corona beat the shit out of them. It could beat the shit out of them, and they went through two sets of it. They went through the shot where they were sick, and then they went through the Corona where it was even worse. So I don't know. I don't know who's right or what's wrong or anything like that. But I definitely know that anybody telling me to get something scares the shit out of me. So, power to everybody. If you're pro vaccine, that's great. If you're not, that's great too. I don't care. But trying to decide someone else's life doesn't make any sense. I mean, I don't even like the idea of the government having power over me. Like, you're no different of a creator than I am. You're no more powerful than me. You're no anything compared to me, or vice versa. So, I really don't follow Republic regarded rules, but whatever. I wish you all the best, and again, everybody should just love everybody. ELE, baby. You know what I mean?